I'm not sure why I found this article to be so utterly ridiculous, but I think it's such a strong indicator into this mad mentality that universities like Harvard have. Okay, let's read it for a second. Harvard maintains a hidden Doomsday vault. No, this is not a joke. This sounds like it's coming out of a sci-fi movie. For Israeli culture, in a secure, off-campus facility, the university preserves a near-complete mirror of Israel's cultural output books, posters, and recordings and digital files catalogued as a safeguard in case, wait for it, Israel ceases to exist. My friends, have you ever heard of something so ridiculous and ludicrous? First of all, Israel ain't ceasing to exist nowhere, okay? Thank you, Harvard. But this, I don't know, in my opinion, really kind of opens my eyes to what this place thinks. Can you just think about this for a second? You've got a bunch of Harvard professors who are so stuck up their own butts that they actually believe that Israel might disappear off the map because they're so deeply entrenched in their anti-Semitism, and they don't look at history, they don't look at the facts of the fact that Israel and the Jews are going absolutely nowhere. They don't look at any of that. They're just believing all of this trope and this rubbish and this hatred that they sit around in their universities debating, that they say, you know what? We must be the guardians of Israel's culture. That must be upon us. We shall do it. We shall receive funding for this. We shall go to our donors and we shall tell them there's a real threat to the future of the Jews in Israel. And so we must do something about it. And it's such a serious threat that we are dealing with. We are so far removed from reality that we have to build a safe, secure, off-campus place in case of nuclear war, in case Israel disappears, so that we have a way to provide to the world a memory of what Israel is. How unbelievably pathetic. How just unbelievably pathetic. I don't know if it's like an indicator to wishful thinking on their behalf. They're like, okay, good. Israel's going to be wiped off the map soon. So we'll be able to completely change and shape what Israel's culture was about so that we can, in the next 100, 150 years, present a totally wrong mirror. Or they're thinking to themselves, no, actually, we really do care about Israel, but it's so inevitable with everything that's going on that we will take on this responsibility. I don't know what these people are thinking to themselves, but they actually think that they need to go out there and create a safeguard in case, again, quote, Israel ceases to exist. Ugh. You see, this is the time where, number one, I'm very happy that I'm no longer in academia because it's such a group of bull-trite rubbish. I cannot get over it. But also that I'm a God-fearing Jew. I'm just very grateful to the fact that I don't have to depend on this for my intelligence, that Harvard is not the best thing that we've got. It's actually like really bad, and we have our Bible and our Torah and our rabbis and our history and our unbelievable wisdom that has been passed down to us for generations, and we don't fall for this kind of rubbish. Imagine if Harvard was the best. These people who thought that this was a good idea, that Israel's actually going to be wiped off the map, so these anti-Semites are the ones that have to preserve our culture. They're the ones who are your best chance for being educated. I mean, to me, that's just so unbelievably flawed and sad. But here's a little bit of a lesson, not just to the Harvard professors, to anybody who funded this, and to anybody who thinks, wow, that's actually a good idea. This is never going to happen. Israel is here to stay forever. The Jews are not going anywhere. We're not going to become a world superpower, but we are going to continue to be trailblazers in the world to prove and provide to the world an example of what morality is, what it means to fight against evil. And we will continue to preserve our own culture and build upon it and love it and celebrate it and bask in such an unbelievably unique and multi-favored culture that brings in pieces from every part of the world, that brings in pieces from every part of demographics and religion. We have so much beauty that goes on in Israel. The culture of Israel is not preserved in a little lab somewhere off campus by the Harvard professors to make sure that there would be a documentation of this. No. Our history, our culture is live, and it's well, and it's here, and you will be able to always come and see it, and you will not need to go to Harvard to discover what Israel thought or felt at certain times. No, my friends, we're not going anywhere. That was a total waste of an investment. but quite hilarious, honestly. So thank you for that, Harvard. And thank you for your attention to this matter.